Valencia King, and this is About and Out. About and Out is a talk show with a millennial twist to it. What's that millennial twist about? Let me tell you. Millennials are constantly on the go. I should know. I'm one of them. So I had to think of a talk show that would be on the go with me. So I'll be taking you all with me as we travel to a city near or far from where you are. We'll be covering entertainment, sports, and especially community factors. So let's get started. Our first guest for About and Out is none other than the one and only Chef Trey Wilcox. Now, his face may look familiar because you've probably seen him on your TV, Bravo TV that is, or you may have read about him in your paper, The Magazine, the Dallas Morning News. The list goes on and on. He's an immaculate chef, and I'm so happy to have you with us today. Hey.
Thanks for having me.
So we're gonna be getting into the kitchen a little bit later, but before we get there, I gotta just go right in, and I need to know, if you were to go back and tell 20-year-old Trey that, say, hey, you are going to be one of the top chefs, what would Trey say?
20-year-old Trey is going to probably tell Trey that remember, the more you know, the more you're worth. At 20, I already found my passion. 1 year after that, or before that, I was 19 years old when I found my passion. So at 20, it was kind of like, the more you know, the more you'll be worth. Yeah. So seek knowledge and go after it.
Wow. Now, you also have ties to Germany. Now, when it comes to cooking different cultural food, do you bring those experiences into the kitchen with you?
So I was born in Germany as an Army brat. I didn't carry any of those cooking skills or traits over with me. However, I have traveled a lot. I feel like that's some of the things that will make a chef so much more rounded and just really get a feel for what it really tastes like in another country. And trying to bring that and replicate it here in the States, I think I've done a good job of that. I'm so passionate about European cuisine. French food is just spectacular. The flavors of Italy, Spain. I think that, the sourcing is obviously what's most important, but that is something, again, that's going to help with a chef. When you're selecting tomatoes here in the States, you're going to bite into that tomato and be like, oh, this just ain't Italy.
Right. Trust me. So now, as I said earlier, guys, About and Out is always on the move, and so we're here at Cooking Concepts, and you teach classes here, and I want to know, because some of the classes that you teach they're very unique. So how do you kind of come up with them? Because is it like just by demand, or people saying, hey, we want to learn about this? What's that process like?
So when I developed Trey Cooking Concepts, I was very much focused on what, just regular people, not kitchen-driven guys who I've been running and working with for 20 years. I wanted to know what I wouldn't say ordinary people, but just, casual folks.
Yes,
So, people who want to go out and have a good time and experience a cool date night. My cooking class themes are based on definitely styles of cuisine that I know. We'll have summer Italian classes. We'll have BBQ. We try to keep it fresh. I have a really strong team. I have a very knowledgeable girlfriend who's just always throwing out cool ideas.
Right.
My web guy, he's the same way. It's a team thing.
Yes, absolutely.
I would never try to open a business and rely on just myself to do it. I have strong support in my faith, and I obviously have a very strong support team because I'm in a very good relationship with a loving woman. My daughter even throws out some things every once in a while. It's like, why don't you do something for the kids? Thus, kids camp.
Yes, indeed.
So I believe in having a team and being open to what the team suggests.
It kind of goes back to what you were saying earlier with the more you know, because having more people around you that know different things adds more things to the table.
I definitely feel like you're only as good as your team, and people that you surround yourself and putting your prayers into God and just praying it up to Him, it's definitely the start. And then the people that you put in your circle, your bubble, I just say I'm very blessed to have some of the people that are in my life.
Yes. Now, we like to have some fun here, so we're gonna get into some fun questions.
Oh, really?
Yes. Are you ready? Start his meeting, guys. Start his meeting.
I don't remember this part.
Oh, well, hey, here on About Now, you just never know.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out of the box too.
Okay.
So, the first question, if you could have a meal, cook and have a meal with anyone, dead or alive, it could be a celebrity, it could be a noble person, it could be anybody, who would it be, what would you cook, and what would you talk about?
Well, I've always been very envious in Dr. Martin Luther King and wanting to, hear some of his thoughts and desires and passions that he carried when he was with us. And then we fast forward, and definitely Oprah Winfrey is someone I definitely would love to just experience her just saying, damn, this is good.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, just to have that, story to tell my, I'm sure I'll have grandchildren, even though I hate to say it. I don't hate to, but no, I have to say that. I remember that time when I cooked for Oprah. I think, my best friend, Norma, I would want her there. She's my girlfriend as well. And, the way that we play off of and enjoy meeting new people, I think it's just going to be a great dynamic. My daughter, well, I would definitely want her there, and whoever it is that she chooses to settle down with and make a family with. But then, I'm not much of too much of a star chaser, so I don't have many more that I would say.
I mean, those are two great ones. So I need to know about the experiences from being on TV, from Top Chef, Iron Chef, Bravo, the list goes on. What have those experiences done for you as a chef, and then also being around other chefs and kind of picking up different things along the way?
Well, I definitely say that it's made me a better chef. A lot of these competitions aren't something that chefs go through on a day-to-day basis. So, being put in 15 different challenges on a daily basis with Top Chef, I think that that's something that I've keep it in my repertoire. I've used some of those challenges in my day-to-day career now.
Yeah.
It's just something that I feel like I'm very lucky and very blessed to be a part of. And then when you run into chefs around town and they're like, man, you were on that show. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how was that? And go, it was different. It's very different from being in a real kitchen world.
Is your food getting cold while you're doing all of this? How do they?
Well, a lot of the times the chefs are used to it.
Okay.
Here at my space, I do something similar to that as well. With corporate America, we do team challenges.
Yes.
And the same thing goes on. They tell me about their food, what they made, how they work together as a team, and what they, and I have to go to the next station, and y'all tell me what you made. Y'all tell me what you made. By the time I get back to, we're not talking about a sizzling hot plate that you gotta blow on, but chefs are pretty aware to know how to taste something and still know that even if this was hot, they wouldn't have saved it.
Ooh. And there you have it. Yes, I'm learning so much. I can't wait to get in the kitchen. So we'll be back getting into the kitchen with the one and only Chef Trey Wilcox. We're back with more of About and Out, and our next guest is Aubriana, who is a country singer extraordinaire, and I'm so excited to have you. She's going to be performing a little bit later, so you've got to stay tuned for that. But first, let's get to know. Say hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I want to know, because as a singer, you are actually providing the soundtrack to people's lives, whether they're going through something happy, sad, in between. What is that like for you as an artist?
Well, it's incredibly humbling, first of all, because as a singer and as an entertainer as well, and being able to actually convey the emotions and, it brings up so many things for so many people. Music does, it's an international healer, but also it can bring up a memory, whether sad or someone might have lost someone or something happy or they want to get up and dance. And so, it really is, my job to fully embody the message of that song and be able to deliver it for them and for their experience and for them to have a moment. So it's a lot of fun, though.
It definitely sounds like it's a lot of weight, but it's weight with a purpose. You're actually making people feel emotions that they want to feel.
Exactly.
When you are an artist, you also do covers. You've done Etta James, Miranda Lambert, the list goes on. What is it about a song that captivates you to say, you know what, this is a song that I'm about to kill?
Sometimes it's a song that I myself wish that I had written, right? Yeah. Like I feel as a cover tune, it's something that, I might have gone through myself in life, or I know that somebody else that I know has gone through. And so I'm like, man, there's something there's passion behind this.
Right.
There's power behind this, and this is something that I want to learn and then share with the public. And sometimes people give me their favorite songs. They're like, "Can you please?" Actually, they'll come up and they'll start singing something to me.
Okay, subtle hints.
And they'll say, "Hey, can you do this?" And I'll look it up, and I'm like, "Oh, that's a really good song that I've never thought of before."
Wow.
And I know a lot of songs. You know, I grew up with music all my life. So, but some of those songs captivate me as well, and I'll go learn them.
Now, you mentioned growing up with music. I know some of your hobbies are painting and drawing as well.
Yes.
Do you ever have writer's block to where maybe you're painting and a color gives you a lyric, or you're inspired by like a drawing or anything like that?
Absolutely, and vice versa. Wow. Yes, I have a painting that I'm working on actually that's all the different nationalities of the world, all girls' faces that I'm doing. It's huge. And it's centered around a world, and the world is made out of the flags of the world.
Wow. Okay.
And so that kind of inspired one of the songs too that's on my new CD, and kind of goes hand in hand with that.
Now, she mentioned the new CD, self-titled, Aubriana, and we've got Flames. We've got the one and only Pretty that we'll be doing a little bit later. I'm not singing, you guys, don't worry.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you need a background
vocals.
I've got you. Just let me warm up a little bit. And some hot tea. But just talk to me about Pretty and how liberating it's been to get the response from especially the young girls.
Yes, well, Pretty is the third song on the EP that I recorded out of Nashville, which was an incredible experience all in itself. But Pretty is an anthem for young girls and women and those who love them, just to feel pretty and comfortable in their own skin, no matter their insecurities, what they've been through in life. And I think the really cool thing about this song is it's not specific to any one genre. You know, it can capture and encourage so many people that listen to a whole ton of music. So I think that's one of the reasons, the response. But the main reason I think for the response is we put out a music video as well in conjunction with that. And it involved all girls, all walks of life, all different ages, sizes, shapes, nationalities, and they were a part of being an encouragement to others that, you know, knowing that we all, you know, can struggle from anything from body image to bullying, to have a freedom from that, and to know that you are pretty and beautiful just the way you are, just the way God made you, and you have special gifts to share with the world is, I think, why this song is capturing so many hearts.
Exactly, that's exactly the reason. It's capturing so many hearts. Mine in particular, as I do mentoring with young girls, and it's something that they need to hear. It's something that sometimes we know, but we need to hear it. We need to be reminded of it. We're pretty no matter what. And so we are going to be back with the one and only Aubriana singing Pretty. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
Alone with my thoughts, trying to write a song for people just like me. Someone that no one sees. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty, the little bit strange, messed up, confused. This is for the ones who wanna sing it with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't feel pretty. I always felt uninvited. I was different, trying to hide it. Didn't want to get caught being something I'm not. On the outside, looking in, a stranger trapped in my own skin. Had to make a change. Had to let the real me sing. This is for the ones who don't feel pretty, the little bit strange, messed up, confused. This is for the ones who wanna sing it with me. 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Abriana, thank you so much. I love it. Make sure you guys get the self-titled EP, Abriana, anywhere you get music. And Vanessa Blue, I dedicate this song to you. We'll be right back with more of About and Out. Welcome back to About and Out. We are now in the kitchen with both of our fantabulous guests, Abriana, who you just heard do an amazing song, and Chef Trey Wilcox. Now, what are we gonna be whipping up in the kitchen today?
Well, I think what I thought would be good to show is just the steps that people skip over when they're cooking.
Okay.
It's called marination. You know, we always eat out and we think, oh my God, the steak is so delicious. This piece of chicken has so much flavor, and why doesn't it ever taste like mine?
Right.
Because you didn't plan for it. You know what I mean? And marination's a huge step. So I thought I'd show someone a very Texas-based kind of marinade made out of cilantro and jalapenos.
Okay.
And my favorite kitchen tool, the Vitamix. So marination is one of those things that you buy protein and you're gonna marinate it. You wanna mix something up that's gonna impart more flavor into it.
Right.
So if you notice, everything we're adding jalapenos with the seeds, a little bit of onion, whole garlic cloves, and then cilantro. Now cilantro I'm using today, but if you wanted to swap this off and say, for instance, some people don't like cilantro, they wanted to use parsley, you could do that as well. And so with that being said, this is really simple because it requires no chopping.
Okay, true.
People who are on the go all the time and busy on the move, they love this instrument because it just takes away all of me. You can get about an hour real quick when you get this. So this is canola oil. Add all that canola oil to the blender.
Alrighty.
Canola oil is very neutral, not a lot of flavor there. It's like wants to be flavored. It's kind of like got this personality of like flavor me. You know what I mean? So we're gonna blend this on smooth. Or blend this till it's smooth. Boom. So now all our ingredients have now turned into a liquid form. They're all blended into smaller pieces. All have been mixed in with the canola oil and the flavor profile. I mean, you can just
you can smell it.
Oh yeah,
fresh.
So it's got a lot of flavor in there, and it's all liquid now. So this is what you would pour over your chicken. And so now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's just not that hard. It's called it's Ziploc bag.
We can breathe. We can do this.
You know, people say marination. They're like, whoa, what? You just saw blend. If you want to use a bowl, then use a Ziploc bag. Put your chicken in it. This is boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Some people like to use the breast. I feel like the breast can get a little dry. You know what I mean? And with that being said, you know, I want to make sure that we take this and we marinate this for later, because of course I've already got y'all some chicken marinade. And so that's how easy it would be. Everybody's gonna stay nice and dry. So we're gonna add a hot grill. We've already got oil on our chicken. Because it was marinated in oil. So it's really easy to get something like this done. Chicken we want to cook.
I said it's exciting, you know, you got the fire coming up and
yeah, the feeling in my hands will come back one day, but it's just one of those things that it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. Cook on each side 10 minutes, rest it a little bit, and then you're pretty much done.
I'm gonna need a minute, hold on.
Gotta break out the dance again.
Listen, this is amazing. This is amazing, Chef. Thank you so much because
my pleasure.
You're working with someone who knows what the kitchen looks like, but walks past it on my way to the living room. And Abriana, who is well experienced in the kitchen. So this is something that you can work with from someone with my experience, or Abriana's experience, or your experience. This was delicious. Now, I know we ate a couple of bites, but don't worry, because as soon as we go to commercial break, this will be gone when we come back. But I want to thank you, Chef Trey Wilcox and Abriana. Amazing singer and amazing performance today. But you guys watching, do not go away, because when we come back, I've got a special surprise that you are not going to want to miss.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Valencia, to meet Miss Latara. Latara, this is my daughter, Valencia.
Nice to meet you.
I know she could not wait to get here because we talked about this. You know, she used to be a dancer in high school. So come this way. Let's show you everything over here.
Absolutely.
But I'm really excited about this. So how long have you been doing this program?
We've been running this program actually for our summer theater program. This is our 10-year summer theater anniversary. But we started doing productions in 2007, and we went into a full year-round program in 2009. So we provide opportunities for youth and teens to receive professional training in the performing arts. So it's really exciting.
And you can tell it's professional because she said it's a production.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I can tell. I'm excited to check out all the different areas as well.
Awesome.
One, two, three.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down,
Can you be a little louder? 3.
I'm gonna save the flag, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This
out.
is me. Look out, cause here I come.
Open the mouth.
My daddy told me to always jump up and reach for the stars. And even if I never grab one, I'll always end up higher than where I started. Thank you.
As a mom and a community mom, I'd like to say I'm very proud of you guys. I am honored to be here with you in your presence and to get all this energy. I'm going to keep encouraging you guys. We will definitely be back to see you. Keep this up. You guys, this is going to pay off in the long run.
It is. And I just want to thank you guys because my show, About and Out, is literally what this is about. Bringing us out into the community, seeing what everyone is a part of, showing that there are people out there that are doing amazing things at your ages. You don't have to wait until you're X amount of age to do what you want to do. You're doing it right here and right now. So like you said, I applaud you all. And this is really what the show is about. So make sure you guys come back to the next episode and the next episode and the next episode and the what? Next episode. Right here. As always, I'm Valencia King and we'll see you on the next episode.